You want them to feel like you're a part of this with them, and the information that you're looking for is for their benefit. Hey there, welcome back for another authentic persuasion topic. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what the magical wheel has for us today. So here is the random: avoiding the third degree. So this one's always a fun one when I do training on this. If you remember as a kid, you would come home from school probably, and your parent or parents would ask you all kinds of questions. Now, as you got older, maybe as a teenager, then they would ask you more questions, want to know more about what's going on, and or generally what happens, you just get more defensive. So maybe you're interested in somebody else, you're a boy or a girl, and you're starting to hang out with somebody, they're asking you questions, you don't want to talk about it, it's embarrassing, you're shy about it, you just don't want to tell them, you're kind of holding that close to you. You just don't want to talk to your parents. And so it feels like the third degree. I mean, this is really a throwback, depending on how old you are, to Leave It to Beaver episodes and that era of getting the third degree, or those, detective crime shows or movies where somebody's under the hot lamp and they're getting interrogated, trying to figure out, where were you last Tuesday at 8 p.m. kind of interrogation. And what's interesting is, and the reason why I bring this up is that when you're in a sales role, if you're not careful, you could go into your questions, your discovery kind of line of reasoning and what you're needing to know and diving deep, and it could make your prospects feel like you're giving them the third degree. It could make them feel like they're under investigation. So one of the challenges is you don't want to trigger that. You want them to feel like you're a part of this with them, and the information that you're looking for is for their benefit so you can help them. Yesterday's topic, I talked about manipulation. And so a lot of times your prospect, if you start asking questions, they might get defensive, they might hold back, they might even say, hey, you know what, why don't you send me more information? Let's talk about this some other time. Let me see what you do, and I'll follow up with you. It's because they don't trust you. They think you're trying to ask questions so you can figure out some dirt on them or their pain or anything else that might allow you to manipulate them or find their weakness, and they don't want to share their weakness. And so a lot of times you have to be careful not to trigger that response by making them feel like they're under the third degree, right? Like you're giving them the hard investigation and interrogation. And the best way to do that is to set up your questions. Let them know, I'm going to ask you a lot of questions. I want to dig deep and try to find out how I can help you, because what I offer, my product, my service, my ideas, whatever that is not for everybody, and it's not always a good fit for everybody. So what I want to do is ask you some questions, answer them as best as you can, give me as much information as possible. That way I can tell you if it's a good fit, and then we can go from there. If you set up your questions with a disclaimer and let them know what you're going to do and then the why behind it, they're more likely to see it as a partnership instead of that interrogation, instead of it being a tool for manipulation. So hopefully that helps. Make sure you don't trigger that third degree, that interrogation feeling. And if you want to find out more, make sure to go to authenticpersuasion.com for the free ebook there, or you can chat me on here and we can talk about this and any other sales topics so I can help you on your journey from order taker to quota breaker.